Breaking news could mean thousands of dollars in your pocket starting next month. The Senate has just approved a groundbreaking financial relief package that includes not one, not two, but three direct payments for Social Security and SSDI recipients across the country. If you've been struggling with rising costs while waiting for meaningful financial support, this new series of payments could offer a much-needed financial boost. With inflation continuing to strain household budgets and many beneficiaries falling behind on critical expenses, these payments represent one of the most impactful relief efforts targeted toward benefit recipients in recent years. The goal is to close the widening gap between static monthly benefits and ever-increasing living costs. The Senate passed the legislation late yesterday evening after prolonged and intense negotiations. It passed with bipartisan backing and a rare show of unity, officially named the American Economic Security Enhancement Act. This comprehensive bill addresses the persistent financial difficulties faced by nearly 70 million Americans who depend on Social Security retirement, survivors, disability insurance, SSDI, and supplemental security income, SSI, to meet their daily needs. For far too long, these individuals have been forced to make impossible decisions due to benefit levels that have not kept pace with inflation in essential areas like food, housing, utilities, and healthcare. The legislation aims to counter that by implementing three direct payments. Each of these payments will be calculated as a percentage of the recipient's monthly benefit, ensuring fairness and proportionality. The first payment will be 25% of a recipient's monthly benefit, the second will be 30%, and the third a significant 40%. For someone receiving an average monthly Social Security retirement benefit of $1,900, this translates to additional payments of roughly $475, $570, and $760, adding up to more than $1,800 in supplemental relief. For SSDI beneficiaries receiving an average of $1,400 monthly, the three payments would come to approximately $350, $420, and $560 respectively. This percentage-based structure is designed to deliver equitable relief across income levels. The first wave of payments will begin processing on May 18th for SSDI recipients and on May 25th for Social Security retirement beneficiaries. According to Treasury officials, payments will follow the same method used for standard monthly benefits, meaning those with direct deposit can expect to receive the funds within 2 to 3 business days after processing begins, while paper checks should arrive within 7 to 10 business days. Recipients using Direct Express cards will receive their payments simultaneously with those receiving direct deposit. SSDI recipients will receive their payments before Social Security retirees in each round to reduce pressure on payment systems and avoid technical delays that have occurred during previous mass disbursements. The second round of payments will begin processing on June 15th for SSDI recipients and June 22nd for Social Security retirement recipients. This payment, which represents 30% of monthly benefits, is timed to help beneficiaries cover heightened summer utility bills and other seasonal expenses. Rising temperatures often bring increased electricity usage, and this mid-summer support is intended to prevent financial strain caused by air conditioning and cooling costs. The third and final round of payments will begin processing on July 20th for SSDI and July 27th for Social Security retirement. This final 40% supplement is strategically scheduled ahead of back-to-school expenses and early fall cost increases. While not all seniors have school-aged children, a substantial portion of them contribute financially to their families, particularly grandchildren, during this time. The legislation recognizes that many older Americans shoulder responsibilities that go far beyond their own direct needs. A critical component of this relief package is the tax-free status of these supplemental payments. Unlike earlier relief checks that were sometimes considered taxable income, these payments will not be taxed at the federal level, ensuring recipients retain the full amount. Further, they won't count as income when calculating eligibility for other federal assistance programs such as Medicaid, SNAP, or housing aid. This prevents situations where receiving financial support leads to disqualification from other necessary aid. For beneficiaries who receive both Social Security and SSDI, payments will be based on their combined monthly benefit. Similarly, those receiving both Social Security and SSI will have the supplement calculated from the total benefit package. This prevents administrative oversight for recipients with complex benefit arrangements and ensures full support. For those who rely on a representative payee to manage their benefits, these supplemental payments will be sent through the same channels with the same usage guidelines. The Social Security Administration has committed to enhanced oversight during the distribution period to prevent misuse and ensure recipients get the full intended benefit. New beneficiaries who started receiving payments after January 2025 but before any of the payment processing dates will still be included in the program. They will receive a prorated portion of the payments depending on when they began receiving benefits. This inclusive structure ensures fairness for those new to the system without excluding them due to timing. A point of concern for many is whether these additional payments will affect the Social Security Trust Fund. Lawmakers have made it clear that funding for these payments will come entirely from general revenue, not from the trust fund itself. This ensures the financial integrity of the core Social Security programs remains intact. Legal language in the legislation prevents any accounting that could undermine the future stability of the trust funds. While many advocates have applauded the relief effort, some express concern that even 3 large payments may not be enough to address the long-term financial pressures facing seniors and people with disabilities. National advocacy groups are calling for continued evaluations and the potential for additional waves of payments or increased monthly benefits if economic conditions remain challenging into the fall. Financial advisors suggest that recipients prioritize critical expenses with this money, such as rent, utility bills, medical expenses, or restocking depleted emergency funds. Others may choose to put some of the funds aside for upcoming healthcare needs, especially those not fully covered by Medicare. Planning how to allocate these funds can increase their impact and provide a sense of control during uncertain times. The Social Security Administration is preparing for a significant increase in inquiries by expanding its customer service workforce and enhancing its online systems. Beneficiaries are encouraged to set up or update their online SSA accounts, as this will allow real-time payment tracking, status updates, and the ability to verify personal information without waiting on hold or visiting local offices. For those unfamiliar with the system, community organizations and nonprofits will offer digital support and walk-in assistance. With the first payment approaching quickly in May, many households are already planning how to use these new funds. Whether it's catching up on bills, addressing long-deferred home repairs, replacing essentials, or simply gaining breathing room from financial strain, these supplemental payments offer a timely lifeline. The structure ensures those with lower benefit levels, often the most economically vulnerable, receive the same level of percentage-based support as higher earners. As a reminder, the first round of payments begins May 18th for SSDI and May 25th for Social Security retirees, followed by June 15th and 22nd for the second round, and July 20th and 27th for the third. Be sure to note these dates and monitor your account activity carefully as payment days approach. Staying informed is the most powerful tool you have to secure what you're owed and avoid delays or misunderstandings. This legislation marks one of the most significant financial efforts in recent years to support those who have worked hard all their lives and now deserve financial dignity. If further updates emerge as implementation unfolds, continue checking reliable sources and prepare to act if further documentation or clarification is requested by the SSA or Treasury.